George R.R. Martin, the creative mastermind behind the A Song of Ice and Fire series that later became HBO's iconic Game of Thrones, had a moment that blurred the lines between his imagination and reality. While he first introduced dire wolves as mystical creatures in his books, he never expected that one day he'd hold a real, living dire wolf, or at least something close to it. This unbelievable experience became a reality thanks to Peter Jackson, the director behind The Lord of the Rings. Jackson, who is now an investor in Colossal Biosciences, a biotech company, played a pivotal role in bringing the long-extinct dire wolf back to life, or at least as close to life as possible. Colossal Biosciences, which was founded in 2021 by Harvard biologist George Church and tech entrepreneur Ben Lamb, has gained significant attention for its mission to bring back species like the woolly mammoth. However, what Jackson learned next was something that even Martin didn't expect. Colossal's groundbreaking gene editing technology had made it possible to create actual dire wolves. These majestic creatures once roamed the Earth during the Ice Age before disappearing some 13,000 years ago. Through genetic breakthroughs, Colossal was able to create offspring born from surrogate mothers, bringing the dire wolf back from the depths of history. It all started when Peter Jackson reached out to Martin with an intriguing offer. Peter called me up with a mysterious suggestion that I should reach out to Ben Lamb, who had something huge to share with me, Martin recalled. Peter was bound by an oath of silence and couldn't spill the secret, but I could hear the excitement in his voice. So I picked up the phone and made the call, and thank goodness I did. In February 2025, Martin visited Colossal's facility, just a few months after the company's scientists celebrated the birth of 2 male dire wolf pups, followed by a female pup. Martin, who had been itching to share the news with his fans, described the experience as nothing short of surreal. He posted a picture of himself holding one of the pups on his official website, proudly sharing the monumental moment. But how did these fantastical creatures first come into Martin's life? The idea for dire wolves came to him during a visit to the La Brea tar pits in Los Angeles, where the remains of countless dire wolves were unearthed. When I saw the exhibit there, with hundreds of skulls arranged on the wall, something stirred inside me, Martin said. It was as if I remembered them. I can't explain it, but it led to the birth of the direwolf pups in a Game of Thrones, a pivotal moment in the story. Martin admitted that the dire wolves have always felt deeply personal to him, almost as if they were part of a forgotten history. Maybe I was remembering a past life when I ran with a pack in the Ice Age, he mused. Whatever the reason, this rebirth of the direwolf has moved me like no other scientific news has, even since Neil Armstrong's moon landing. Before the grand reveal, Martin had teased his followers with hints of something special, though he was quick to clarify that it wasn't an update on the long-awaited Winds of Winter novel. This is something different, something cool, something astonishing, he promised. Ben Lamb, one of the co-founders of Colossal, fondly recalled Martin's visit, with a smile. George called us wizards, which was a pretty cool thing to hear, he said. While the news of the dire wolves' return excited many, not everyone was thrilled. One fan humorously tweeted, "We got dire wolves back after 10,000 years before we got the Epstein files or Winds of Winter." It seems some fans are still eagerly awaiting their next Game of Thrones fix. But for Martin, the rebirth of the dire wolf felt like a moment of true magic, both in fiction and in the real world.
Subscribe for more interesting videos and hit the like button.